Welcoming Gary. Nice to see you. Welcoming everybody. Nice to see you here. I hope you're having a good life. Lots to do on TikTok. Many teachers trying to sell you a package, a mini reading. Working on it. I really look for you sometimes. When I get on TikTok, I'm not here to play around. I'm not here to be cute. Okay, sometimes I'm here because I'm seriously here because I see a lot of issues with all these spiritual teachers trying to make money from you, while your life stays at the same, but you just get more knowledge but no wisdom. And so when I jump on here, it's a serious effort where I give a crap, where I genuinely care enough that when I get on, I'm not here to create some kind of cult following. But how can we actually help each other move forward and grow and deepen our happiness? That's it. Apparently that's controversial. Calling teachers out is uncomfortable if you're doing the wrong thing. But before we get to all that, how about a little vibe? Welcoming brother Trevor. Before we can go into deep spiritual talk, we have to make sure our energy is clear. I have to make sure my energy is grounded because this is called being responsible. I don't want to speak out of anger and pain. I want to speak from centeredness, not from my emotions, but from the heart, where it's beyond emotion, beyond the ego. But of course, it requires a lot of discipline, requires me not charging you money, requires me speaking from a grounded place, patient, and being careful not, to... It's really tricky sometimes because many people may be asking questions with the intent of trying to be mischievous, or many people speak from some agenda or ask. But of course, the universe takes care of that. All we have to do is pay attention, because haters gonna hate. And so when you start doing pure loving work where you don't charge people money for a mini reading or a full reading, there's no money that I'm looking for you. And when you respect all religions, when you respect Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, when you respect all the religions, it confuses people who need you to come to their agenda, their ideology, and things become more loving and peaceful. It's like, this is too good to be true. And so for people, because there's a lot of fights going on TikTok Live, right? When you're using TikTok Live, there's a lot of people trying to battle in the live. Prove to me God's real. Prove to me God's not real. Right? It's so divisive. Come to Buddhism, come to Hinduism, come to Jesus, come to Muhammad. Jesus was Muslim. Buddha was Hindu. It's all like, how immature. We're using these talking points because it gets us a lot of views. And views that are not uniting humanity, views that are having us discuss things and we don't respect each other at the end. A lot of it is coming from a place of engagement that leads to disrespect. At the end of the conversation, now there are some mature people out there, but that's not what's popping. You know what I'm saying? There's some good humble talk going on, but it's not growing. It's not cultivating people to be interested in unifying, right? So my goal when I'm here on TikTok is to unite and unify. But many people don't but you don't have to. Became a member. Level love your damn self. Welcoming brother Jagesh, Malika, Sin. Proving is more important than learning. And we really want to fit in. We want to find our tribe. And so there's many labels that people will use to create their tribe. But at the end of the day, we are all one tribe if we get rid of our ego, which can be very difficult because some people Jesus is the only way. Some people, Muhammad is the only way. For some people, agnostic is the only way. But what can we all agree on? Link in the bio. We all can agree on love and unity. But the issue is that unifying humanity is a threat to the egoic institutions that need you to stay separated. You know why I love Bob Marley so much? Because Bob Marley unified people through love. One love. Still healing my voice. Right, Bob Marley united people through music love. Even though there are substance involved, behind that message, it didn't need the substance. And the mature people didn't need the ja, the gun. They just needed the ja, which is the love. We are brother in religion or brothers in human. Yeah. Again, religion works until it doesn't. Because the deeper you go, the more we become one. My God and your God. My love and your love. So I shouldn't charge for tarot reading and read them through what I see. Most of it's free. You do what you do. The thing is, I'm just another bald guy here doing his work. I'm not here to tell you what to do and what not to do. I'm here expressing what works and why it's popping up in here. Why it's growing in this community. And how to grow this thing called love, called unconditional love. I just help people. People send me gifts, donations, but I don't ask for them. I don't ask. You know why? All the prophets and sages and mystics, they ask you for some gold coins, for some healing or message. Now we can follow the spiritual business trend of charging people $11.11 for a mini reading. Or we can help people unconditionally, and you would be blessed with something greater than money. Unconditional love flows through you. But of course, a lot of people are charging money for spiritual gifts and mediumship. But when we look at the masters of medium, right? Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, there's a reason why people still respect them. There's something called purity in what they're doing. I give love out and get used by it. Because learning to have boundaries is also giving out love. It's teaching people, if you give a person a fish, they will keep coming to beg you for fish. Give them a fishing pole, and they will learn to do it on their own. We milk people's ignorance by giving them fish, but when we give them fish, they give us $11.11 for a mini reading. You want a full read? You want a bigger fish? $88.88. Of course, like Sister Dirty Hippie Gypsy Mom, we can call it judging, or we can call it unconditional love that many people are not practicing. Because everything is so conditional nowadays that the art of just helping people with no expectations back, especially in the spiritual realm and the new age, especially here on TikTok, it's so like, stop judging people. It hurts because it's true. That's why I'm on here. I got tired of seeing so many people. I'll give you a private one-on-one where I mentor you. And so you help people with conditional love. Where's the unconditional loving practitioners? We talk about unconditional love, but yet we need a condition for us to help people. That's some BS. But the reason why many people are not talking about it is because so many people are doing it. Why? Cash move. Dollar bills, y'all. Dollar bills, y'all. Everything's so transactional. I got mouths to feed. So I have to share people. I need it to be conditional love. Doing unconditional love doesn't pay my bills. If I tell them the truth, it might hurt their ego and they'll never come back to another reading. So we tell people what they want to hear, and they'll start with a mini reading. They'll do another mini reading and they're like, you know what, I resonate with this message. I'm going to come back for a full reading. I resonate with the full reading. I'm going to come back and do a private one-on-one off the stream for $100. And I resonate, but their life's still the same. They just got more crystals. They bought more tarot cards. They got another obsidian necklace for protection, but they don't learn how to breathing in, slowly out. Breathing in, slowly out. If you're new to the stream, this is how it is every time I get on. If you don't, you don't have to agree. This stream ain't for everybody. But as you know, when the energy gets wild, what should we do? The truth is painful, but it will set us free. If you're new to this stream and you're not used to this blunt and honest truth that will hurt your spiritual ego, this stream might not be for you. Because this is just how it is up in here. Link in the bio for a mini reading. Don't tell people everything right up front. Then you got nothing to sell later. Check the link in the bio. A private one-on-one, just 1,000. Don't tell everything they need to hear right up front. Don't tell them the truth. Milk people for their money. Well, if they don't get a full reading, you know what? Start with a mini reading. Because the mini reading is a good promotion. Well, if people still don't pay for the mini reading, just give people one card reading, then they'll may be interested in a mini. And then they can go to the full reading, and then you can get to a one-on-one. That's a good marketing strategy, but don't tell people right away. When you give people the one card reading, just tell them only yes and no. Only yes and no questions. Only yes and no question. Don't tell them everything. When I start speaking on people's spiritual business, it's a lot of money. When I start telling you how they're marketing your sadness, how they manipulate you, that's a lot. There's a ton of card readers here. Mini reading, full reading, love reading. When I start speaking like this, that's a lot of money, people. But you get to wake up for free today. When I jump on here, I'm aware there's a lot of people capitalizing on your sadness, on your loneliness, on your depression, on your PTSD. I resonate with that, thank you. And then once the reading is done, you're still sad. You're still depressed. And so you get another one. I get validation, I get connection. But when do you learn to connect with your damn self? When do you learn to fill your own cup without needing to pay somebody to fill your damn cup? The kingdom of God is within. But if you truly learn about that, there's no money to be made. There's no tithing. No, that's a lot of money. I got here because I had mentors and teachers who were willing to teach me and help me with $0. More flute? Don't mind if I do. How about a different flute? How about this flute instead? I'm hearing something from Egypt. Breathing in, be aware that you're breathing in. Breathing out, be aware that you're breathing out. Relax your facial muscles. Relax your eyebrows. Reduce the wrinkles of stress. Just let your muscles, your forehead, okay, let it relax. Allow a glow to happen in your face. Just give yourself permission to chill the F out. Breathing in, be aware that you're breathing in. Breathing out, be aware that you're breathing out. When I get on here and I start speaking the painful truth, there's a spiritual war going on here on TikTok. Conditional love, energy exchange, and unconditional love. Now I gotta give some props to the indigenous brothers and sisters who've been keeping the vibes pure and clear. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta say that, because when I see the indigenous people on here, they doing it. They're not charging. They're speaking the language of their ancestors, and I can feel it. And I'm like, thank you for creating an unconditional loving environment here online where so many people just want your money because you're looking for some knowledge and some truth. And that knowledge is something you already have. Let's play some more flutes. Let me explain to you what I'm doing right now. Before we can have a deep talk, when brothers and sisters who are on the same channel, we open our hearts and our chakras together. We are slowly purifying the space. But in the beginning, there's a lot of people who come with some agenda, close-mindedness, and that's okay. But after you play the flute for a while, people with agenda, with ego, they don't know how to deal with the silence of the music. And so as we ground our energy, we're purifying the community, because imagine how it takes a lot more time when there's a lot of people. Welcoming Sister Kata Jelly. Right now we got about 380 people. It takes some time for us to chill, to relax, and to be on the same page. Why? It's been a long week. So thank you to your presence. And this is why we're just relaxing and grounding and relaxing and grounding and relaxing and grounding. Eventually, the energy is transmuted. So this is why there's times where I go on a rant, where I go on a spiritual talk, and when the ego the button gets pushed, we just go and play the flute and chill. Some people are not ready to hear the truth because they're still charging you money for a mini reading. Link in the bio. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I'm so grateful for my own mother because we've come a long way. She used to be very toxic, and now I'm glad to say that my mother is way more happier than she's ever been. It's not perfect, but it's a transformation. So I'm just deeply grateful for the spiritual, what's possible. Thank you, Brother Huma. What's possible with love, devotion, and God. And if you don't believe in God, with love. If you don't believe in love, damn, you should believe. Yeah, for sure, Sister Online, Amy. My mother grew up in a very, very toxic environment. When we become more wise and mature, we start to understand, without my mother, without our mother, I may not be with you, speaking gently, lovely, fiercely, bluntly, pissing some people off sometimes with love. To the mothers out there, We can do some geisha. Shout out to Claire's mother, 6 years passing. Thank you to all the positivity and the loving vibes. I'm drinking. What are we drinking? This is a Taiwanese black tea. Delicious. I'm trying not to drink too much of it because it's black tea at night, not the greatest, but it's delicious. Thank you to all the gifts, by the way. Dank Nutrition, Nita, La Chapra, Online Amy, Gabby, Matt Young. Thank you so much for your blessing and your time here, because again, I'm just some bald dude on here, you know what I'm saying? Tracy, thank you so much. DT does thing. Infinite energy. Sparrow, Linda, Guam. You chose to be here with your heart. I'm grateful for your presence. Brother Nice to see. Brother Trevor says, I'm so glad to hear that. When you can see positive change, especially in a parent, it's so amazing. For sure. Bonnie says, my mother unconsciously thinks the worst of every conversation and try to patiently let her know she can think more positive about things. Yes, positivity is something that many people don't practice, especially if they're a negative person, because many people don't realize you can choose positivity. If you don't like having a negative mentality, you can change. The truth is still painful, and the truth can seemingly be negative, but it will set us free. But you have to learn this thing called you have to learn discernment, how to have a good BS detector, because there's a lot of knowledge out there. Is they looking for your money? That's for you to decide. If you feel better when you pay, well, when will you learn to do it for yourself without needing to pay somebody? When will you learn to love your damn self without telling somebody to fix you? And there's a time and place. You can definitely pay for spiritual services. But did Jesus charge? Did the Buddha charge money for knowledge? Link in the bio. There's actually no link in the bio, okay? For people looking, it's a joke in here. All this cute talk, a lot of people, they're just looking for, check my link tree. The energy is clear in here. You know why? I'm not looking for your money. I'm not trying to convert you. I'm not looking for a debate. I'm just here to be with you in love and joy. And sometimes that's really hard to find here on the interwebs. Are we ready to go to the ultimate flute? The most relaxing one that will melt everything. Doubt, fear, worries, negativity. The energy is kind of noisy today. So we gotta jump to the secret flute called a shakuhachi. But of course, it's not just the flute alone. It's also the tongue drum. This is called love. Without being cheesy, it's just pure love, and I'm so grateful to swim in this love, in this sound bath with you. Breathing in, be aware that you're breathing in. Slowly breathing out, enjoying your life. Many things can be better, but can we just enjoy this moment together? Here on TikTok, on planet Earth together. Free of charge. No link in the bio. Just pure love and joy. Thank you so much for being here. If you have trouble feeling your feelings, you can tell yourself, I give myself permission to feel. Sometimes you feel sad. It's okay that sometimes we feel sad. It's okay sometimes that you feel lost. Just give yourself permission to feel what you feel. It's okay to be sad. And then move towards happiness. It's okay that sometimes we're low on money. At least you can breathe today. At least you can enjoy this moment on Twitch, on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. And some people, they just need to cry. Give yourself permission to feel the things that you've been suppressing. You do your work. No link in the bio today. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, releasing the doubt, fears, worries, and stress. Let it go. Positive energy in. Whatever reason you have that makes you feel uncomfortable, just love it. If you feel discomfort that you cannot get rid of, don't get rid of it. Love, appreciate the blessing, because the discomfort is oftentimes called the growing pains. That the sadness is making you stronger. Sometimes. But we want to be optimistic and positive. Life isn't supposed to be just easy, a linear path, negative to positive. Sometimes you feel you're on a roll, and then you take a deep dive down like a roller coaster. Do the best that you can, and your best is good enough. And also keep improving yourself so that your best keeps becoming better. Because if you knew how to do something better, you would have done it already. And together, we celebrate that we're doing the best we can. Breathing in. Slowly out. I'm not here to share knowledge with you. I'm here to share wisdom unconditionally. Unless somebody want to pay me for a mini reading, $11.11. Breathing in. Slowly out. How about a little bit more flute for your heart? Look at the positivity in the chat. Look at it. Like, this is organic. Y'all are just opening your heart. We are just opening our heart together because we agree in love, in relaxation. But as you can see, it took about 45 minutes to clear and open a vortex of love. It took some time for us to clear the energy, but when the energy is clear, it's exciting. You know what I'm saying? It's exciting because we're just swimming in it. Wow, the infinite ocean of love. Oh, I see a blue whale. I see a dolphin. Oh, look, it's a big turtle. Relaxing your facial muscles, Some of y'all need to relax your eyeballs. You've been infinitely scrolling. Relax your eyeballs and just breathe. Relax your facial muscles. Right? Your forehead. You know what I'm saying? Unscrunch your eyebrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can give it a little massage. Just melt in the love that you are. But we're not here to get high. We're here to celebrate together that we made it this far. Welcoming Brother Arrow Eyes, Johnny, Bailey, Lady. Nice to see everybody. Let's just celebrate today. We made it this far. You know, some of us barely made it, but we made it, okay? That's a celebration. Some of y'all, your parents some of y'all disappointed your parents, but who cares? You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all disappointed your grandma, but you know what? You still here for a reason. Are those lamps IKEA? We're doing the best that we can, and sometimes our parents expect us, our people expect us to be something, but we turned out different. And that different is beautiful. But sometimes that beautiful thing, some people don't understand. And sometimes we don't understand the beautiful thing that we are. But keep going, brothers, sisters, and people out there. You can do it. When I first became spiritual, I didn't even understand what being spiritual was. My mom thought I was becoming Christian. I just told her, I just believe in love. She still didn't understand. But now, look at the energy. And if you like Jesus, shout out to Jesus, you know what I'm saying? Follow what you believe. Follow the love that works for you. If you love Buddha, shout out to Buddha, you know what I'm saying? Buddha works for some people. If you love Bob Marley, Rastafari, Bob Marley works for some people. But what's the same thing? What's the dot that we're looking for? It's all love. Love works for people. Love works. Apparently this path is more sound healing, and it's just called love. Because I can play the flute and you don't feel relaxed. Shout out to Beard Me. Thank you for your bold, kind words. Right. I'm here practicing this thing called sound healing, and been on this journey for many, many years. I'm honored to share this with you. and I don't need something from you, but I'm grateful for the people that bless me, because I'm gonna be doing this as long as I live, because it makes me feel great and it helps others too. So shout out to all the practitioners out there. Breathing in, be aware that you're breathing in. Slowly breathing out, relaxing your whole body. And just let your aura radiate. Just let yourself shine like the sun and the moon. Without shame, without worry. We deserve to shine. Sometimes we don't let ourselves shine because we judge ourselves. Shine for you. Shine because it makes you happy. Don't worry, nobody's judging you. In the beginning, when I learned to shine, I was still worried that somebody's gonna catch me being happy. Because I was so not used to positive energy that when I became positive, my own mind started judging me for positive energy. But as you do it more and more, you smile because you just feel happy and you don't care what people think. Haters gonna hate, you know what I'm saying? But love your damn self. for all the gifts, by the way. Crystal, Cyprian, thank you so much. Aretha, Seven Purple, the Nappy Coach, Stephanie, thank you for all your blessing. Seraphine, thank you so much. How are we doing out there, brothers, sisters? Breathing in. Be aware that you're breathing in. Slowly out. Energy very clear. Thank you Thank you for a recent sub, by the way. Appreciate that. Miss November, thank you for your blessings. Thank you, Vixen Princess Tina. Thank you so much. Floating, joyful, relax. When we remember to breathe, we remember this thing called our precious life. Now, yes, sometimes the truth is painful, and sometimes the truth is so beautiful. Cyber says, I am depressed, I really need to heal. The secret is that when you're in a positive, loving environment, you're naturally healing already. When you're around loving people, positive people, when you do it on a constant basis, ขอบคุณครับ Madam and Lee. Ali. Okay, Madam Ali. When you're around positive energy, you're learning to become positive by nature. Right? Whenever I'm guiding you, breathing in, slowly out. When you actually do it, instead of worrying about what you were worried about, what you were sad about, you start to pay attention to the moment. Because in this moment, everything is fine. The moment we get into our minds, we remember the past. We remember the sadness. Before we can create positive energy, sometimes we have to learn to put ourselves into the neutral gear. Right? Because sometimes we're operating life on reverse gear. We're just living in the past. But when you learn to put yourself into neutral, you start to realize you can make a change. Instead of living in the reverse gear, you start to realize, wait, I can shift my life. I can shift my perspective. I can shift my perception. Before we can move towards positivity, we have to learn to practice being present. Because some days your mind is going to challenge you to worry, to stress, to complain, to whine. And some people are doing that for years. Years of complaint, years of sadness. And I'm telling you, if you remember to practice being more in the now, you start to live where your life actually is, which is right here, right now. And when you're present in your life, you can create positive things where you change your future. When you create a positive moment, your future becomes positive. When you live in the reverse gear, you live in the past where you're stuck in the past. But you're not stuck in your past, you're stuck in your damn mind. And the secret? Relax your body, relax your hands, relax your facial muscles. Everything's gonna be okay. You're gonna find a way. I can do this. I will find my way, one day at a time, one step at a time, one breath at a time. Breathing in, slowly out. But it's not as easy as just one day doing it. My whole life, I do this every day. Right? Every stream, you see me sit, legs crossed, back straight, head slightly tilted. Same position. Speaking in the same tone and manner, paying attention. Is the energy in our community grounded? Is there haters up in here? Right? When we detect haters, we be quiet. Breathing in, slowly out. You have to be very selective who you connect and collaborate with. Are they loving? Are they peaceful? Or do they say that they're loving and peaceful, but they're there to make money? Be careful. This whole time in this stream, the energy is clear. Why? I'm not here for your money. I'm not here to convert you. We're here to love and feel love. Enjoy this moment now. It's that simple, but the ego makes it so difficult to be happy. Why? Figure that out. Why do we make happiness so difficult? Because we've been taught you can't be happy till you get a boyfriend or girlfriend, till you get the money. What I'm telling you is that you can be happy on the way to more love. You can be happy, you can enjoy each moment on the way to getting a better job, on the way to getting a house, on the way to finding your partner. Be your own partner. Marry your damn self. Love yourself first, brothers and sisters. Because when you become a lighthouse, you shine. And when you shine, people are like, ooh, who's Dan Sanders? Dan Sanders shining real bright. Ooh, who's Lindsay? She's shining. Who's Tori Walker? And then you go, look, I'm not looking for the thirsty ones. I'm here to be with myself. This is an Egyptian tuned bamboo flute from Brother Raz from Etsy. Are we having a good time? When the energy is clear and pure, we celebrate, we unite humanity. And you don't have to change your ideology. We just feel love together, and that is so healing. That's why I love getting on TikTok. Right? I'm not here to debate people. I'm here to enjoy with people. But sometimes the truth hurts people's ego. But I'm not going to sit down because somebody tests my loving principles. I'm here to stand up for unconditional love. Link in the bio. Sushi says, my body is aching since yesterday. I have been in bed, resting and sleeping. My chest hurts. Sushi Monster on Twitch. Yes, this is a bamboo flute, by the way. Use your headphones, Sushi Monster, okay? Do you have headphones on? Put your headphones on and absorb the akibono. This is called a samurai. You need strength. Believe in yourself. Know that the healing is already happening. Okay? If you're not using your headphones listening to this, I don't know what y'all doing. But it's okay. Some people cannot afford it. I get it. Okay? But if you can, you get so much more energy because why? You can because you're immersed in the sound. Okay. Okay, he's got his headphones on. Okay, so send some loving energy to our brother on Twitch, Sushi Monster. He's been in bed resting and sleeping because body is aching and chest hurts. And if you need healing energy, be open to the vibrations. And this doesn't cost a thing. Free healing. Free love. Unconditional. No energy exchange. Breathing in, be aware that you're breathing in. Release your negativity, doubt, fears, worries, lack, let it go. Allow your body, give yourself permission for love to flow, for light to flow, for joy to flow. Breathing in. Slowly out. Relax your shoulders. Don't fight the pain. Accept the pain. Accept what you feel. Don't run away from your feelings. When you accept the pain and when you learn to appreciate your blessing, naturally, love begins to flow. But when you fight the pain, it's fire with fire. But when the universe presents fire in your face, let the waters of your heart overflow and heal yourself. The next flute is for you to open your heart and letting the love overflow from your heart. Don't try to overflow your heart. The love is already there. Just allow it. Just be open, and the universe will take care of everything. Somebody asks, what God do you believe in? I believe in a God of love. Uh-oh, hot dog. breathing in, be aware that you're breathing in. Slowly out. The ancestors, they're living through you. But when you get in the way, where you spend your life thinking too much, stressing too much, worrying too much, you get in the way of the ancestors flowing through you. Which is why our cultural music, all these ancient instruments remind you, enjoy the blessing that you woke up today. But when we worry too much, we think too much, we watch too much, we spend too much time in our ideology, our labels, we forget. We just want to enjoy each day. We try so hard to be happy. And sometimes we just get a little dust of happiness and then we go to happy hour and drink $10 margaritas. Whoa. When you hear this, imagine the energy of the ancestors, of love is always here, but the issue is that we're not here. We're in our heads thinking about, man, I'm hungry. I gotta get some In-N-Out, animal fries. Man, it's late. I wanna get some Uber Eats. Right? We're just thinking about the future so much. We forget to enjoy this sacred thing called the moment. It's okay that some people are negative, brothers and sisters. Many people are not used to a peaceful environment here on TikTok. Many people are not used to an environment where we're not debating them, we're not converting them, we're not selling them a link in the bio. So when they come to this space, they assume that it's going to be one of those kind of streams. It's okay that people judge. It's okay that people criticize. But the energy of the stream and our brothers and sisters, when you become the pillar, we can help transmute the energy. We can't expect people to be positive. But when you become the lighthouse, when you become the light on top of the hill, when you activate the Buddha nature, the Christ consciousness, the Krishna consciousness, it doesn't need to speak so loud. It just is. Breathing in, be aware that you're breathing in. Slowly breathing out. We watch as our brothers and sisters use the mind to talk at each other, but they forget. Breathing in, slowly out. Breathing in, slowly out. There's a lot of dopamine here on TikTok. The mind sometimes not used to chilling the F out. And so in a peaceful environment, the mind sometimes it's still glitching out because it's not used to just being. And it's okay because many of us used to be that way. I used to be that way. And it's okay that our mind is so used to 6 seconds of attention span. but sometimes they need a different vibration. Thank you so much for all the blessings today. I see that we've reached 100,000 likes. I'm grateful that y'all like it enough to tap on the screen for yourself. Cause cause you feel something. So I'm grateful that you feel something. Cause I feel something. When I see the chat, sometimes it's noisy. This is called the real world. Right? Sometimes brothers and sisters come to this community with stress, And it's okay that you come with stress. But it takes time for us to ground together. And I'm grateful that many of us have the patience to ride the loving waves of the cosmos. Because the world, we need it. And I'm grateful that we can choose love together, knowing that sometimes our brothers and sisters are sad, depressed, angry, and that when we do our work, we become the lighthouse and we help illuminate our own heart. We help illuminate Twitch, YouTube, TikTok. We become a lighthouse in people's lives. And many people won't appreciate the lighthouse till they get lost at sea. When they get lost at sea, positive energy. Breathing in, be aware that you're breathing in. Breathing out, be aware that you're breathing out. Relaxing your hands, everything's gonna be okay. Nothing is permanent except change. Crap will happen, things will happen, but we keep moving forward the best that we can. Worrying doesn't change the outcome. Stress does not change the outcome. Facing the truth, doing the work, making the change, taking the action. Things come and go. Enjoy every lesson. Negative things happen in life to teach you something. The mind labels it negative, but the heart just sees it an opportunity to learn. That's why many of us have a lot of ex-boyfriend and girlfriend. If you don't learn something from your ex, you're going to be dating the same ex, different face, different name, different person, but it's the same energy. Why? Because sometimes we need to learn to love our damn selves, but we're wanting somebody to love us because we feel lonely, and we feel lonely because nobody taught us to love ourselves, that you are beautiful enough, that you are good enough, that you can love yourself on the way to finding your soulmate. But how can you find the soulmate out there if you don't learn to become your own soulmate first? How can you find love if you don't even have love within your own heart? And if your cup is empty and you don't have love in your heart, you find another person with an empty cup. You've two empty cup people become boyfriend and girlfriend. Both are very insecure. Why? Because they both don't love themselves. They're always texting each other, thinking that the other one is cheating, and they both oftentimes feel they don't even have space. They're dating each other because why? She's hot, he's cute. But behind the external, both people don't know how to love themselves. This is why the motto of this community is called Love Your Damn Self. Because so many people don't do it. We say we do, but we need somebody to still love us. Yes, every stream is recorded to YouTube, right? We say we're happy, but not completely. Deep down, like, I need some girl to hold my hand and cuddle me. And when you don't have some girl to hold your hand and cuddle you, you feel something is missing. And every day you dress to impress somebody. You work out for somebody else. because you forgot yourself. Remember yourself, brothers and sisters. You are magical the way you are. But sometimes we've been programmed to look for love outside, because look at the music that we're listening to. Love me like you do, love, love, love me like you do, touch me like you do. It's like they've been programming you since you were a teenager to look for love outside. Right? All the music tells you, and if you like the way you look that much, maybe you should go and love. You tell other people to love themselves, but right? But does Justin Bieber, look at, right? The energy speaks louder than words. The music tells other people to love themselves. But the energy behind it, desperate for love. But that's okay. Loving your damn self is about realizing you are enough, just the way you are. Of course, we have conditions that tells us, I'm not enough because why? I still need a nose job. I'm not enough because of this and that. When you learn to be enough with who you are, we don't just sit there and say, love your damn self. Take action and slowly improve yourself. Right? You can say, I love my damn self every day, but your actions, you pray to lose weight, but you won't go to the damn gym. You pray to lose weight, but you won't eat vegetables. You pray for better friends, but you still hang out with the ones that need you to do substance with them. You pray for better community, but you still going to the bar. You pray for wisdom, but you still pay $11.11 for a mini reading. Link in the bio. Hey, shout out to Miss Carter. Thank you for remembering to love yourself again. The beautiful thing, if you don't like your life, brothers and sisters, you can change. If you don't like your life, you can change. If you don't like being negative, you can change. If you don't like being lazy, you can change, but you gotta learn discipline. You have to learn to be consistent. If you're hanging around with lazy people, you're learning from lazy people because you're spending time with people who don't add to your future. If you can't find people to add to your future, journey alone. When you become the lighthouse, you naturally will find other people who are lighthouse. It took me a long time before I could find dope people who were real practitioners, because the real ones are few. The real ones are just a few. But when you start to find the real ones, more real ones start to gather and unite. But before you can find the real ones, sometimes you piss a lot off because why? The moment you start speaking the truth, they tell you, stop judging people. If you never stand up for what you believe, do you truly believe in it? Many people criticize me for judging, card reading and all that, because they're doing it. Breathing in, be aware that you're breathing in. Slowly out. How do we feel tonight? It's impossible to love ourselves if we don't change. I definitely used to not love myself. But are you willing to ask why? When you're unhappy, why? When you feel lost in your life, are you willing to ask, why am I lost? Why do I think I'm lost? Because I don't have money, I'm not in college, I haven't made my parents proud. What is your reason for why you think you're lost? You have to learn to deepen your self-relationship by asking these, many people call them midlife crisis question. It's just called genuine deep question that help open your heart. Why are you an angry person? When was the first time you became angry? Who taught you to be angry? Why are you stressed out? Where does the stress come from? Why am I always stressed at work? How can it be more positive? How can it be more peaceful at work? And when you get to that question, when you get to an answer, then you ask the next question, why? But the secret is not to answer the question from your head. Breathing in, be aware that you're breathing in. Breathing out, be aware that you're breathing out. As you sit there, don't try to answer the question. Allow the question to come out by itself. That is a very tricky part if you don't learn to be still with yourself. How do you know if your head is speaking or is this your heart speaking? How do you let go of anger? Where does your anger come from? I used to be an angry person, and I didn't know why I was angry. I sat in meditation. It took some time, and I felt fire. The anger is a fire that you're carrying. And over time, the fire rises to the surface. And a memory is stored in that fire if you're willing to sit and face your anger. Your father yelled at you verbally. Kids in school picked on you. You couldn't defend yourself. They abuse you, they use you, and you still carry that. And every day you don't forgive, you live an angry being because you don't know how to let go. Many times people become deeply angry because somebody hurt them, somebody did them wrong, and they felt they couldn't do anything. And so they use anger as a protection mechanism to make sure no one ever hurts them again. But every day that they're angry, they end up carrying the energy of misery. Anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at somebody. Do you want to hold on to the hot coal? Let go. But why do we hold on? They don't deserve my forgiveness. And so in our eyes, we hold on to anger. And every day our eyes with anger, our forehead has the great walls of stress. And in our eyes, we walk with a big ego because it's a protection mechanism. But you deserve to relax. You deserve to be free. You deserve to be happy. The people that hurt you, they've been hurt too. We're not here to be buddy-buddy with our abusers. We're here to say my abuser had been abused, and every day that I still carry this pain, my life is miserable. I forgive because not my abuser. If my abuser had love, they would not have hurt me. But my abuser had pain, had suffering, and transferred it to me. And I carry it until the day I choose forgiveness, until I choose love and choose compassion. It requires so much love to forgive the people that do us wrong. But when we can do it, we become free. But it's really difficult because why? The ego goes, they don't deserve my forgiveness. But the energy we're carrying, forgive, compassion, love, understanding. If you're going to be angry at your abuser, you better be angry at that person's abuser too. You better be angry at all the people that harmed them, the city they were born in, their mama, their everyone around them. You got to be angry at the whole world at that point. Do you want to live an angry life? Or are you willing to let go to be free? It's up to you. Sometimes we're not ready to forgive. You know why? We're still holding on tightly to the hot coal. And every day that we start to realize I'm ready to live a life where I'm not living in fight or flight all the time. I'm ready to live where I can relax my damn eyes, where I can breathe and smile. Whatever the reason is, okay? Injustice. Whatever the reason you cannot forgive, is why you're still unhappy and angry. Farlow says, forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. I'm not telling you it's gonna be easy. The ego is gonna make all these reasons for you to keep being angry. Is that the kind of life you wanna live? I can't be happy because the injustice. I can't be happy because the system. I can't be happy because, well, go ahead, be my guest, be miserable. Right? You don't have to be. Happiness is a choice you don't have to make. We got free will to be miserable. Right? Clearly, we don't have to choose happiness. But I want to see you happy, brothers and sisters. I want to see you smile and not be the victim. Because a victim is not ready to heal. Being responsible for happiness, you move from victim consciousness to loving your damn selfness. And sometimes, right, current day and age, it's more popular to be a victim because we can be victims together and be completely miserable together. Is that what you want? Victims, let's be sad together. Ugh. We respect each other. I used to be sad myself. I was living a victim consciousness, blaming my abusers, blaming my mama, blaming the system, blaming those kids, blaming that guy, blaming and pointing the fingers, and I live in hell. But when I decide I'm ready to be no one can make me happy but my damn self. Are you just gonna wait for that abuser to come beg for your forgiveness? Some people are. And that day will never happen, so they live the rest of their life in misery. And what do you think they teach their children? Keep being angry at people. Don't forgive. But they don't say it out loud. Action speaks louder than words. It's just love. If you prefer Jesus love, shout out to Jesus. If you prefer love without needing somebody to follow, follow yourself, follow your heart. Is there a ritual to forgive ourselves? Asked Sushi Monster. When you hear the music, the way I forgave myself, I sat there and I faced my own judgments, the way I looked down on myself, the victim consciousness I carry, and with all my heart and soul, I let go. And so for about 2 years, I meditated with a mantra called let go. Let go. Negative things come up in my consciousness. Let go. Not good enoughness. Blame. I wish I could have done better. I wish she didn't break up with me. I wish I was born different. I wish. Let go. I wished I would have said this at this time. I wish those kids didn't pick on me. I wish my family immigrated to a different country. Let go. As we do this on a daily basis, right? And I'm not telling you to change. If you're Christian, I'm not telling you to do what works for you, right? If Buddhism works for you, practice that. Practice what works for you. Let go. Because I needed to learn to let go, because I got sick and tired of being miserable. If you want to change your life, be sick and tired of living a negative life and be willing to take actions to change your damn life. Blaming is so easy, but it's hard on ourselves. I used to blame so many things, and I realized the more I blame, the more I ain't doing crap with my life. When you get sick and tired of being sad, lonely, and miserable, you start to ask progressive questions, which means, what must I do to be happy? What must I do to feel more joy? What must I do to enjoy my life? And in the beginning, it's going to feel so slow because the mind that is negative, it takes some time to reprogram, to change your perspective, to change your paradigm, to change your consciousness, to purify yourself. It takes a lot of being still. When you stay still enough, the glass of orange juice with a lot of pulp, when you first pour the orange juice, is very dusty. But as you become still, the deposit begins to fall and you start to see through your BS. Right? I learned that from my teacher. I learned many mystics taught this. With stillness, you start to see through the BS. When your mind is foggy, be still. Let the fog pass. Then you begin to see, that's why my life is miserable. I keep taking actions from fear. I keep taking actions from sadness. I become desperate for love because I feel the lack of love. I really want a girlfriend because I needed to love myself. And the reason, and so when you find love within, it's whenever I feel the love within, it stunned me. Why are people not teaching this? Why aren't people just helping each other? It bugged me that it was so simple. And so I aggressively started helping the people around me. But many people did not want to seek, so they will not find. Yes, I'm reading the comments, okay. If you never seek true happiness, you won't find it. If you never seek joy, you ain't gonna find it. You're gonna be playing Fortnite. Getting a mini reading, link in the bio. If you want to learn to improve your body, look at it every day. When you're unhappy with your health, watch your unhealthiness. Weigh yourself on a scale. When you look at your body and you don't like it, what you gonna do about it? Nothing. Doing the work, you get result. Complaining, no result. But the more you see the truth, the more you will make the change. If you're not willing to look at the dirty truth, we just get bigger clothes, larger clothes. What you gonna do about it? You gonna eat healthy? Nope, just get bigger clothes. Right? And it's about having balance. It's about having balance. Many people, you don't need six-pack. You just need to love your damn self. You just need to feel good within you. Now, if you want a six-pack, great. But what is it gonna cost you? If you want a really sculpted body, what is it gonna cost you? How much time you gotta go to the gym? Right, 2 hours a day. The way you eat has to completely change. You have to up the protein. You gotta cut the sugar and the carbs, a lot of it. And oftentimes you're gonna be uncomfortable because your brain's gonna go eat. And you just drink water. Right, so you have to see, are you willing to pay the cost to get what your mind wants? Or will you find the balance, healthy body, and a happy life? Some people, they want to be a fitness influencer. Do you, boo? What's your perspective on psychic abilities? Many people seek spiritual power. But instead, they get an inflated spiritual ego. And then they use that to make money from you. And your life stays the same. Link in the bio. Thank you, Cyber Congo. Thank you for your blessing. One thing the Master told me, you don't, if you have supernatural power, you don't use that to show off or make money. The moment you use your supernatural power to make money or show off, you disconnect from it because you're using your ego to operate this, and so you stunt your spiritual growth. Because why? You're trying to use it for a human egoic reason. But when you stay pure, you stay clear, it's okay to receive, but don't be a beggar. Right? The Master always tells me, does God want you to be a beggar? When you do good work, people invest in you. When you do work, so on TikTok, people do a lot of promotion. Let me give you a one card reading so I can give you a yes or no. It's great promotion because it's called business. Our ancestors didn't teach us that. Jesus didn't charge no money. Buddha didn't charge no money. And when people give to them, they're open to receiving, but they never beg. Fill my alms bowl. If you give me 3 gold coins, I will heal you. They never say that. When I say this, I'm aware that there's so many people on TikTok doing this. So I'm aware that this is not convenient for people who are here to make money from your misery, from your sadness, from your PTSD. There's a lot of money to be made from people's sadness, unfortunately. But if you genuinely want to help people while also making a living doing what, do you. Again, I'm just here to share with you what I'm doing here. If you're doing your thing, great. Right? If you're charging people for a card reading, I'm not telling you to stop. I'm just telling you why there's people here right now. I'm not charging money. There's no agenda. I'm not trying to convert you. If you love Jesus, I'm not trying to change your views. If you love Buddha, it's just love. And people need community and support. And they need a community where they're not being milked. But it's not really, it's uncommon because so many people on TikTok, this is a business. And so when I come on here talking about purity, it's a threat to many people. Like, this is not a popular opinion on TikTok. So many people are making money and they call that community. No, it's called business. And then you label it community. But where did it learn that from? 10%? Tithing? But yet Jesus never charged money for healing. But it's okay. I'm just here to do my part. Right? I'm here to serve and help people the best that I can. At first I'm like, man, what am I doing on TikTok? But then the universe told me, speak the truth. Reprogram the spiritual community on TikTok. Share unconditional love. But it's not just me. I'm here to share with y'all that you can do this too. That I can't be live all the time, but y'all, we can do it, right? You can start, right? You can start a live stream. You can start talking about purity, but you gotta learn to improve. Get the good microphone, get the good lighting, and spread love without needing to think, right? I have a job, like I do Amazon deliveries, okay? This is why I'm on here and I could say all this, because why? I'm not speaking for money. I'm speaking for God. I'm speaking for the ancestors. I'm speaking from the love in my heart. And I'm so grateful because my master taught me very well. Because the master never charged me money. The master is a Buddhist master, but he taught me spirituality. Some people, they just want Buddhism. They just want religion. But the mystic and the sages and the messiahs taught beyond religion. But with institution, you can control people. My God and your God. It's more about control than unconditional love. But I'm not going to say this message too much. I'm trying to stay under the radar. Right? I'm just some bald dude speaking some wisdom. You didn't pay a thing. And he plays the flutes. And we sleep very good. Dharma Geek on YouTube says, I have believed this for many years, but the need for Sangha is undeniable. So finding true community and spiritual buddies without agendas other than each and everyone's own enlightenment is rare. The Buddha did not start Buddhism, and Jesus did not start Christianity, and Krishna did not start Hinduism. I am that I am. They didn't need labels, but if you need a label, it's just called unconditional love. But politics and ego need you to control my unconditional love. Right? If you don't believe in my unconditional love, you go to hell. Ew. I was like, that doesn't sound like, that's questionable. But when we get to the root of what the Messiah and the mystics were saying, the kingdom of God is within. The way is not in the sky. The way is within. What did Bob Marley say? Most people think great God will come from the sky, take away every pain and make everybody feel high. If you know what life is worth, you would look for yours on earth, 'cause now we see the light. Stand up for your right. I was like, he knows something. He knows something. We sick and tired of your ism, schism game. Die and go to heaven in the Jesus name, Lord. We know and we understand Almighty God is a living man. Whoa. You can fool some people sometimes, but you can't fool all the people all the time. 'Cause now we see the light. What we gonna do? Stand up for a right. Basics. I appreciate all the subscribers. Again, I'm just here to do my part, and I'm grateful that we feel some connection. I was raised Buddhist, but I grew up in America, in the land of Jesus, Catholicism, and Christianity. In the beginning, I was closed off to Jesus, but eventually I was like, what? He must be doing good work. Let me learn a little bit about Jesus. And I realized there's so many similar things that the Buddha, Jesus, and the great mystics are saying. Allah. And if I didn't believe I go to hell, it didn't make sense. I needed to believe in things that I could use common sense and faith to question and experiment. I didn't want to just believe in something because somebody told me to. That's BS. But through meditation and contemplation, something began to click. But here's what I gotta say. Even though some people will say if I don't believe in their belief, I go to hell, I still love them anyways, because that's what Jesus would have done. Forgive them, Father, for they don't know. This is why I'm not here to fight ideology. I'm not here to out-philosophize you. I'm not here to out-ideology you. I'm here to celebrate with you. I'm here to smile and breathe with you. And we don't have to agree on everything. We don't have to agree on everything, but can we just love together? Like, can we just enjoy this moment together? Like, genuinely and deeply and spiritually. Exactly. Hey, shout out to Tammy. Oh, shout out to Tammy. We're on the same page. Such a long journey to get here. And I'm grateful that you're here with me. I've been streaming for 5 years. I spent 4 years on Twitch doing spiritual work. And at the 4th year, I wanted to give up, brothers and sisters. Really. I was like, man, this spiritual thing online is not working. But I trust my master. The master told me, keep doing YouTube. And I'm like, people aren't even watching on YouTube. But that's what my brain said, but my heart says, I'm never giving up on my dreams. And I'm grateful I could be here without needing to charge you money. I'm grateful I could be here. I don't need you, that I'm not trying to convert you. I'm grateful I can be here and I can speak my heart. Haters gonna hate, right? Some people are still gonna criticize and judge. That's fine, they have the free will to. Some people just ain't gonna agree. Some people, they just need Jesus. Some people, they need Hinduism. I'm just here for love. Dharma Geek on YouTube says, that same BS exists in Buddhism and Hinduism too. What about the guru that says you need me, without me you cannot get there? Worshipping the guru feet is the only way. Exactly. Some people aren't there for your money, but they're there for your validation. This is why it saddens me to hear many yogis sleeping with their students. It's so sad to hear people in spiritual communities being manipulated for their money, for their body. And I'm just so grateful to be here with you, knowing that it took everything that we have to be here today. It took everything that I had. I got lost in plant medicines. I got lost in spiritual ego. I got lost in a trap house. I had a near-death experience. There's so many rabbit holes of misery that we all had to. It's not just me. Thank you, Dr. Taos. Right? So I'm grateful that we are here together and we can celebrate together, and that it can be pure, that it could be clear, it could be now, and you don't have to change religion. You just get to enjoy this moment, and we get to enjoy it together. And again, many people, as I speak good, they begin to really like me. Love your damn self. Love your damn self. Follow your heart. You got the power. Okay? I'm not here to be on a pedestal. We're all here to fly together. We're all here to shine together. So I just want to be bluntly honest and clear with you, because why? The more honest and clear we are, the more the energy is clear. And also recently people have been using my image to scam people. I never charge money. There's no private one-on-ones. It's simple and nice. Right? So if you start seeing weird stuff, that ain't me. Okay? If they start asking you for money, that's not me. So be careful, there's some scammers. This is it. Right now is it. There's one account. And I have to say this because why? It's not supposed to be easy, but with teamwork, when you live stream, let's shine together. Peer. No link in the bio. No mini reading, no full reading. Now if you do that, hey, do your thing, boo. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's your way of making money, I'm not here to tell you to stop. I'm just telling you, try some unconditional love in your community. You want another flute? Okay, one more flute. And I'm going off, okay? It's just been popping, so, you know. And again, thank you for all the likes, all the blessings, all the gifts. You want Peruvian? Dang, they're getting specific, man. Dang, they start to know the flutes. How about the quinacho? It's quite emotional. I'm just so grateful. I'm deeply grateful to be here today. So much sacrifice. We all had to sacrifice so much to be here and just listen and relax. I remember when I learned to feel love in my life, my father was like, "What are you going to do with your life just being happy all the time?" And I really didn't know. But one thing I did know, for the first time in my life, I felt true happiness. And that was 7 years ago. I remember when I started preaching positivity, my coworkers started judging me. "Look at Tanette. He's all of a sudden being a hippie now." Tanette is a hippie now, but I never stopped being a hippie. In the past, I used to support people, but when I started realizing they were not practicing spiritual development, some people got angry at me because I stopped collaborating with them because they weren't doing the spiritual work. And so they got angry at me because I stopped going to their events. Because when I start seeing people who don't develop and progress, I'm just looking for practitioners who are willing to keep going. And I'm so grateful to have found an amazing teacher who taught me what I'm sharing with you. And many teachers, Thich Nhat Hanh, the Buddha, Jesus, Bob Marley, Abraham Hicks, and Esther Hicks, Michael Beckwith, Alan Watts, so many teachers that I studied. But once I found the real one, I thought I was at Hogwarts. I was like, I didn't even know your kind of people existed. I thought it was just like in the books. You know what I'm saying? Like when you meet a living light, like when you meet somebody who is so connected to the source, they see right through you. You're like, oh, shit, that's scary. But they're there to help you help people. The lighthouse helps others become the lighthouse. Because as we help others, their light shines and so does yours become brighter. As we help each other purely and you begin to illuminate, everybody wins. This is the we all win party. The we all win party. No link in the bio. Right? Zero. Like I'm sharing with you knowledge that many people want to life coach you for. So, right? I'm sharing with you knowledge that many people will $10,000 for psychic training. Right? But of course, I make sure to do my best to stay grounded, but sometimes you gotta bring the sass. You gotta bring the fire, because that fire is the fierceness to share the unconditional love. Because when I tell people, help people, when I share knowledge, help people without needing to charge them money, all the card readers like, damn, that's my business. But I can't stop talking about it, because I understand. I used to go to psychic fairs and pay money for a reading too. I used to go to the metaphysical fair and pay $20 for a 30-minute reading. I used to go to people and pay money for their guidance. But when I found a real mystic teacher, he charged me $0 and gave me a Cadillac CTS for free. I'm like, what? That's not normal. He gave me a whole car. I'm like, what? What kind of mystic do? Why would he do that? But here's the secret. Because he keeps the spiritual work pure. And when you serve purely, your money also starts to come up and exponentially grows because you're not serving for money. Right? Like, I'm not begging for gifts and donations. I'm just here to serve if people, right? And the reason why I can be here purely, because I do Amazon deliveries. I am also developing 3D printed flutes so that I could be on here and keep things pure. I'm not here to speak for money. And this is why I'm happy when I get on here. This is why I'm not here for a fight. I'm not, because a lot of people, right, prove to me God's real. Prove to me they're doing that because why? That fight is drama, and people's ego love drama. And drama gets views, but it's immature views and it's terrible energy. What's the best advice you have ever received? You know nothing. This puny little ego, it knows nothing compared to what's beyond it. But to check your ego and keep it on check, your heart begins to expand and the universe starts to work through you. Some people, they're using their mind, right? They're using that one gift a lot, card reading, mediumship. They're using all this so much. But if they learn to stop doing that all the damn time, they become a peer channel to help heal humanity. But instead, they just make $11.11 for a mini reading to pay the bills. Keep your spiritual work pure and make money separate. The moment you start to mix, the moment you have to tell the hard truth that people don't want to hear, they won't come back again. And some people just say mean things and people, I can deal with it. I like the hard truth. But they don't make a change. They just like access being thrown at them, but still no change. Right? Some people use the sass and meanness as part of their marketing brand. And the people who don't do the work, they like it because they like the fire, but they still don't make a change to live a more positive, loving, fulfilled life. I think, okay. Okay. Who is your wonderful, here's my teacher. The reason I keep him on the down low, when you help people purely, abusers start to come. People come to use them. because he can do so much. People come to use him, and they don't want to go fishing. They want him to hand you the fish. And so this is why I keep the master protected, because why? A lot of people come to abuse. And I don't want to, but all the people in my inner circle have been to the master. On here, I just show, because why? He's working through me. All the knowledge is in here already. But it's not mine. It's universal knowledge, and you have it too. You got the power. We all have it, but many people are using this thing. And I'm telling you, let go. Start with your heart, and then use this to make your life work. There's a lot more that we can say, so thank you so much for your time. Where do we go when we die? Many people are more concerned about the future when they need to be more concerned about right now. If you live a happy, positive, loving life now, your future will be loving. Some people are more concerned about the ancient pyramids than their own damn life. Focus on your life, improve yourself. Make that money if you need it. But remember, there's a cost to everything. If you want to be a millionaire, what is it going to cost you? If you're willing to pay the cost, if you're willing to work hard, if you're willing to not sleep very much. And some people sleep good too. Use your life to help people. Use your life to inspire people. The master told me, do what you love, and the money will follow you. Do what you love, and the money will follow you. And I was like, but I am doing what I love. Where's the money? Do what you love for an extended amount of time from the purity of your heart. Eventually, that rock, every day you're polishing that rock. It may take you to polish for 4 years, 5 years, 2 years. And you're like, oh damn, it's a diamond. And so when you start to shine, help others shine too. When you start to shine, help others shine too. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time, and I feel a lot better. As not coughing as much, and thank you for choosing to relax with me. Of course, I grew up listening to really humorous Dharma talks from funny monks. So I gotta be sassy sometimes because I grew up with really boring monks talking spiritual stuff. And so when I'm on here, we're gonna enjoy the journey. But as you can see, when it's time to do the work, we focus. But sometimes, love your damn self. And I hope you have a good night. Here, let's just breathing in. Thank you, Trevor. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Dharma Geek. Thank you, Sister Kata. Thank you for all the blessings. And again, I'm honored to be here. I'm just another person who's doing the best they can, and grateful that we feel connected. Good night. Love your damn self. Link in the bio. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sister Bonnie.